Monson, Bishop Wester, my fellow Utahns. Now, I can think of nothing better than to be enveloped by beautiful and patriotic music. How inspiring. But personally, I'm struck by a sense of emptiness. No longer serving as your governor and preparing to leave behind a state and people we love, and a job that has been the most rewarding in my life. Separation and relocation are never easy, even under the best of circumstances. Moments ago, I was sworn in as U.S. Ambassador to China, and we will begin our journey across the Pacific within days. You entrusted us with a great responsibility. It is our hope that we have measured up. I'm confident we are better prepared than any other state in America to meet our future needs. As always, I wish to publicly acknowledge and thank my best friend, Mary Kay, for her extraordinary and oftentimes unheralded work for this state. Thank you. I also wish to acknowledge our children and our great parents who are here with us today. To the cabinet and staff and public employees who have been so committed to a forward-thinking vision for this state, my deepest thanks and appreciation. You have served competently, transparently, ethically, and harmoniously, or as my daughters would say, drama-free, in a way that has recognized the average citizen, the taxpayer, who makes it all possible and worthwhile. Now, the man who's about to take over, Lieutenant Governor Gary Herbert, and his lovely wife, Jeanette, the former Miss Springville, has been a dedicated team player who's shown a sense of service and devotion that will ensure continued success for a state that deserves only the very best. Thank you, Gary. As Gary has no doubt come to better understand in recent weeks, this is a job that values judgment, compassion, vision, and equanimity, where all voices get a fair hearing and all citizens equal consideration. Gary, I'm turning over to you a significant treasure. Your goal is to enhance its luster. I know you will thrive, my friend. As governor, my goals have been to represent the interests of all Utahns in ways that have calibrated policy decisions not based on today, but on tomorrow. Not based on insolent rhetoric, but on real results and the practical realities of the world. My grandkids will know if we've succeeded or not, as opposed to today's political pundits who oftentimes live in a world of partisan labeling. Now, since I'm not here asking for anyone's vote or concessions from the legislature, this becomes a rare, liberating moment in politics. So I hope you'll allow me to reflect for just a moment. First, although not always easy, every day in this job, serving the people of Utah has been a privilege. In return, we have felt enormous support, particularly during a challenging transition that will take us halfway around the world. Our family cannot thank you enough. During this journey in office, I've had occasion to visit National Guard troops in the battle zones of Afghanistan and Iraq. I've sat with newly immigrated families from throughout the world and sensed the vibrant enthusiasm they bring as a new generation of Utahns. I've stood with students in classrooms at Washington Elementary, paying homage to the greatest profession in our state, that of being a teacher. I've met with moms at the House of Hope, struggling to fight their addiction to methamphetamine, and seen the jubilant glow in the eyes of a Weber County drug court graduate. I've joined Highway Patrol troopers on their dangerous runs to keep our streets safe, and I've attended funerals of those who died as heroes. I've traveled on two wheels to the most desolate yet ruggedly beautiful spots of our state, and I've hosted heads of other states and nations in the grandeur and urban splendor of the governor's mansion. I've walked shop floors from Logan to St. George with entrepreneurs who were betting everything on their latest dream and innovation. I've seen the sheer desperation of dreams shattered in communities like Huntington during times of tragedy, only to witness a spectacular rebirth driven by citizens and neighbors who really care. And during this time of war, I've even felt the pure exhilaration of families reunited with whom I've shed a tear or two. In the end, regardless of geography, religion, or social status, all Utahns share a common journey and an enduring sense of hope for a better tomorrow. You see, we're all Utahns, a term that is increasingly difficult to define. But as I conclude, at least I must try. As Utahns, we love our land and our freedom. We have a deep sense of patriotism, even if based on diverse experiences. As Utahns, we value hard work, integrity, and honor. As Utahns, we believe in the goodness of others and don't shy away from selfless volunteerism and simple acts of kindness. As Utahns, we don't fear the future. We embrace it with a sense of pragmatism, determination, and even a progressive spirit that speaks to preeminence.